So over the last 15 years, I've had the chance to learn a particular set of skills that allow me to make millions of dollars online. So if you're a student or anyone really, and if you haven't found a way to make $10,000 online, I'm going to show you 5 high income skills that you should learn that will help you get your first $10,000 faster. And if I could go back in time, this is the exact advice that I'm going to give to my younger self. Now, before I get to the actual skills, I think we have to ask the question, what is the point of making money online? Why don't I just get a job at Starbucks or Target? So today I want to share with you how I approach all this, kind of like my philosophy of making money. So the way I see it, there are 2 types of jobs, and I like to group them into 2 categories. So one group is what I call second jobs. So these are part-time jobs that gives you an immediate income. And these are probably what comes to mind if we are looking for that extra income. So some of these are pet sitting, babysitting, dog walking, landscaping, tutoring, cashier jobs, customer service jobs. Now these are great because you're immediately putting money in your pocket, but there is a cap on how much you can earn. And basically you have to work more hours for more income. Plus, a big downside to this is that these are low-skill jobs that almost anybody can do, which makes it hard for you to command higher pay. And let's be honest, some of the jobs are not that exciting, and I'm pretty sure that some of these can be replaced by AI one day. Now, the second category is what I call personal passion projects. So this is something where you learn a skill and use that skill to create a product or a service to help solve problems in the world. And this is exactly my approach with my creator business. So I'm sharing my experience in building online businesses for the past 15 years to hopefully help someone start their own online businesses. Now, this type of work gives flexibility in when I want to work. There's no cap in the amount of money I make. And more importantly, it doesn't feel like work. I can work on it anytime I want and I get paid for it. And this is the model that I would recommend even if you feel like you don't have any skills. Because today I'm going to give you 5 high income skills that you can focus on that can help you get your first $10,000 quicker and even scale it to $1 million business. And of course, I'm going to give you real examples of other people who've done it and how much they're making. So let's dive in. So AI has evolved so much in the past year, and I think it's going to get even bigger. Because you've probably seen AI tools that can create videos, clone your voice, or create images. But there's this one particular use case for AI that's been blowing up lately, and it's called AI agents. So an AI agent is basically an automated system that you can create that is capable of performing specific tasks, maybe answer questions, or even automate processes for users. And this is actually simpler than it sounds. Now, here's where the opportunity is. You probably noticed that there are many content creators, whether on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and one of the biggest problems content creators face is, ironically, creating the content itself. So how does one person able to create content every day? One video on YouTube, a LinkedIn post, Instagram, Shorts, TikTok, newsletter, a blog post. Just like Alex Hormozy here, you see him everywhere, right? Yes, he probably has a content team and he's paying a lot of money for that. But today you can actually use an AI agent to automate your content creation. So a good example of this is you can create an AI agent to make daily content, and you can even repurpose them into shorts, reels, newsletters, LinkedIn posts, make threads on X, and automatically publish everything on a daily basis without you being involved. Now, you're probably asking, if the AI tool is available, why don't creators just set this up themselves, right? Well, here's what I think. So getting the best output on AI really depends on the instructions that you give it. So using AI is not the same like using Google, because most people use Google at a basic level, but power users know how to use it at a higher level. You know, the tips and tricks to find the things that you wouldn't be able to find by just doing a basic search. Now, I feel like AI is the same thing because most people use AI for basic tools like paraphrasing a paragraph or formatting a document, but you can actually use AI for so much more. Now, if you can learn on how to configure the AI tools to automate content creation, I believe that you have a winner here because you're actually solving a huge problem and you're saving creators a lot of time. And this is not just for content creators. You can also build AI agents for businesses like restaurants, cafes, or the service department of a car dealership. Just any type of business that deals with customers one-on-one. Now, if you want to get started, I think software you want to look at is Make or Synthflow.ai, or if it involves writing, you can check Claude or Perplexity. I think they give you a lot better output than ChatGPT. Now, I think that we're really early with this idea. Not a lot of people are doing this yet. And by the way, you don't have to be first to make it. You just have to be early. Like Mark Zuckerberg was not first with Facebook. So if you're curious on this topic, you can learn how to do this just from YouTube videos alone. Because I learned how to edit videos, how to use AI tools like Midjourney just from watching YouTube videos. But if you want to get deeper with this, you can actually follow this guy, Stephen Pope. He actually has a YouTube channel. He has great videos on this topic, and he even has a school community if you need one-on-one training. Now, the best way to find clients with this is go to YouTube, Instagram, and see which creators or businesses that you think will benefit by using an AI agent. Now, you don't want to mass email everybody if you actually want to land a client. You got to be strategic in what you say in the email. Now, you don't have to overthink this because I have an email template that you guys can use that has a really high response rate, and you can basically use this for any service that you sell. So I'm going to give this away for free towards the end of the video, so watch out for that link. Now, if you think that this is too technical, the next one is a bit simpler, and this is social media strategy. So obviously this has been around for a while, but it's actually a need that will continue to exist. And let me tell you why. So according to the US Chamber of Commerce, there were 5.5 new business applications filed in 2023. And this is just in the US. So you see here, every day there are new local businesses that are starting out that need social media presence. So restaurants, cafes, clinics, chiropractors, they all need a social media strategy to drive traffic and awareness. And most of the time, the owner of these small businesses, they don't have the time to do social media or don't know how to do it. So if I started a cafe, I'm probably already busy running the place. I don't have the time to figure out Instagram. And that's where you come in. Now, you're probably thinking, who's actually going to pay me $500 a month to post on Instagram or TikTok? Now, if you think this way, you're thinking from a consumer perspective. You gotta shift your mindset and think from the point of view of a business. So for example, if you go to a chiropractor or a doctor, you'll probably spend $400 or $500 per visit, right? Now the goal of being on social media is to bring in more customers, right? So if you can prove that you can do that, spending that $500 is nothing for a business. I'm even willing to pay you $1,000 for it. And $1,000 may sound like a lot of money for a regular person, but not for a business. Now, I want to share you one tip to get you in the door quicker. So when you're just starting out, you can give your first month for free. Try to give as much value as you can. Do your absolute best and show them that you can get results. Because when you can show result, it makes it easier for the business to justify paying you. And think about it, if you can just get 5 small businesses paying you $1,000 a month, that's already $5K a month. And this is something recurring that will pay you every single month. And another pro tip on this, you want to start and focus with one niche. And let me tell you why. So for example, if you're targeting chiropractors, you want to be an expert in that niche. Because when you focus on one niche, you can experiment, you can study what works, and use that as your portfolio. And then you can take that portfolio as proof of success and you can pitch to other chiropractors. You can say something like, hey, I managed to bring 50 more clients for this chiropractor. I know the tips and tricks and I can do the same for yours. And I don't think any business is gonna say no to more customers. Now, the next idea is web design. Okay, so this is probably one of the oldest skills around, but it's still so relevant today. And it's actually one of the first skills that I learned in my early 20s. So using this skill, I was able to get a lot of clients who pay a really good amount of money for me to build their websites. From doing basic portfolio websites to full-blown e-commerce sites. And I'm able to use this skill that I have to build my own website. Now, a couple of reasons why I love this idea here. Because number one, everybody needs a website. Now, all businesses, small and big, they all need to have a website to show their product or service. If you're a website designer, you're gonna need a website to showcase your portfolio, right? And believe it or not, today, not everybody has a website. And number two, recurring income. So you can charge a one-time fee to create that website, maybe $500 or $1,000 as a flat fee. But when you sell to someone selling digital products, for example, they'll probably want to add new sections to a website. They want to update promotions, add a testimonial section. Now that's when you can charge a monthly maintenance fee, just like Design Pickle here. Number three, templates. So with this skill, you can even build templates like Cedric Design here, who's made about $75,000 selling framework templates. So as you can see, with this one skill set, you can offer multiple products and services. And that's exactly how you can scale an online business. Now, with any service that you want to promote, you're going to need a simple website to showcase what you do, just like Cedric Design here with this website. And this just flows in nicely to today's sponsor, Durable. So Durable is an AI website builder that can create an entire website for you in just seconds. So you can either use this for yourself or even sell to your clients. And it just takes a couple of simple prompts to do it. And let me show you how it's done. So the first step is to click the link in the description below and click on Get Started. Now we're going to enter the type of business that you're going to start. So let's say that we want to offer a web design service. So just put web design here, hit next, and just select your location and make sure you select the correct language here. Hit next and let's name the website. And if you're not sure, you can even ask the AI to generate some suggestions. So let's go with Design Plum or something like that. and let's hit generate. Now in just a few seconds, the website's ready. So you've got your title here, you can see all the sections. They're all built out. You've got a hero section, a section for testimonials, and even FAQs. So you're not designing all this from scratch, and you just need to replace the text. Now, all the sections can be modified. And what I like about Durable is the ability for the AI to regenerate a section without having to recreate the entire website. So for example, if you don't like the heading here, simply click on the regenerate button here and you'll come up with new phrases. And you can even regenerate the image here and the AI will give you more options. And of course, you can upload your own image. Now, one of my favorite features here is the ability to change the color theme with just one click. So if you go up to colors, and you'll see that there are preset color palettes that you can choose from. So if you click on any of these, it will change the colors of all the elements globally. So this will obviously save you a lot of time trying to figure out, what colors go with what. Now, I believe Durable is quite affordable for what you're able to do because not only are they an AI website builder, but they also have other customer communication tools built in. So if you guys click on my link below, you can try generating a website for free. But once you're ready to edit the website, at the time this video is filmed, it's $12 a month for the starter plan if you get the annual plan. But since I'm collaborating with Durable, if you guys use my code JASON30, you actually get 30% off any of these plans. So that comes down to just $8 a month for this plan here. So now that we've got the website sorted, the next important step is to get a domain. So you can use ChatGPT to give you domain name ideas. Once you found one, you want to make sure that you're able to get the domain that you want. Now, the most common domain that we know is a .com domain, right? But we all know that many times the name we want is not available. So we type in Jason Lee, it's not available. So I always have to end up, adding words like the Jason Lee or Jason Lee services, which makes the domain wordy and hard to remember. Now, since we're building a portfolio website, my recommendation for you will be to use a .online domain because it's actually the world's second new largest domain extension, trusted by 3.5 million users. Now, if you guys decide to go with this domain, you can just go to the link below, which allows you to get this domain for just 99 cents on the first year. Now, full disclaimer, it is an affiliate link, but you do get that huge discount. Now, back to the video, the next high income skill I want to talk about is copywriting. So when I say copywriting, I don't mean writing research papers or creating ebook, but I'm talking about persuasive writing. And let me tell you why this is important. Because if you look everywhere, writing is the foundation of all the content you see online. So whether it's videos that you see on YouTube, Instagram, or even the Apple website where you buy your iPhones, it comes from some sort of copywriting as the base of it. Now today I want to focus on one type of copywriting, which is sales copy. Now if you look at the website for Porsche, for example, so someone's getting paid a lot of money to write all this copy because they got to come up with some persuasive way to sell the car, right? So another example here, creator Justin Welsh. He sells a course on how to grow on LinkedIn. Now, if you're a copywriter and you have this skill set, you can come in and say, hey, I will improve your copy on this landing page and I can increase your conversion rate. So to give you some context on this, let's say he gets 100,000 visitors per year to this website and he converts 1% of that into a sale. So 1% multiplied by 100,000 visitors multiplied by $200, which is the course price, that's $200,000 a year. So he makes $200,000 a year, right? So if you come in and say, hey, I can improve your landing page, maybe tweak the wording here and there, add some more sections, testimonials, make it more convincing, and increase your conversion rate to 1.5%, just 0.5%. So that means you just added $100,000 in sales to his revenue. And now he's making $300,000 a year. Now, do you think he's willing to spend $1,000 with you or even $5,000 to get $100,000 in sales? I think the answer is obvious. Now, if you decide to do this, and once you get going, you can even take it to the next level and you can learn from what this guy, Dickie Bush, is doing. So basically, he started to learn how to write copy when he still had a 9-to-5 job in finance. But later he took that skill and started to offer ghostwriting services. And long story short, things took off and he's making $200,000 a month across all his writing businesses. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to make $200,000 next month, but I just want to show you that you can take a simple skill set and turn it into a business that generates millions of dollars. Now, if you got this far in this video, it shows me that you're ready to take action and see a massive change in your life. So as I promised, I'm going to share this email template that you guys can use to pitch your service. So you can just go to heyjasonlee.com/email and download the template for free. And I'll even include instructions on the strategy behind the email. Now, the fifth high income skill I want to talk about is content creation. So this is obviously what I'm doing at the moment. So I provide value and in return, I get your attention and hopefully get your following. And then I get paid through ad revenue, sponsorships, sharing my own products. And this actually allowed me to make over $25,000 a month with this channel for just posting content on YouTube for a bit over a year. Now, my results are not typical, but if you want to do this and you're just starting out and you have no audience, you can actually start making money with something called UGC. This stands for user generated content. So this is where you make videos for brands to promote their products. Now, the good thing about UGC is that the brand doesn't really care about the amount of following you have. And they don't even need you to have a fancy camera or an expensive studio. They just want a simple video done by an authentic person because that authenticity resonates with consumers. Now, if you guys want to do this, there's a few websites you can go to find deals. So you can go to like Coley.com, Aspire, Skippers, Grin, Impact, Grapevine, Below. This is a big one. And you can probably earn between $50, $200 per video if you're just starting out and if you have a very small following. But once you start to grow your audience and you get more established, you can actually make north of $5,000 or even $10,000 per video with brand sponsorships. And of course, this number depends a lot on the niche that you're in and how engaged your audience is and your audience size. Now, a lot of people say that you need hundreds of thousands of subscribers and many years of creating videos to make a decent income on YouTube. A lot of creators on YouTube are experiencing this, and it's because they're focusing on the wrong things. Now, I can say this because this channel that you're watching right now was able to get monetized in 29 days and earn $10,000 with only 3,200 subscribers. Now, I'm not saying this to flex on anyone, but I just want to give you some context. And it kind of proves that followers does not equal revenue. Now, if you think that's wild, I also have another student of mine that only has 4,200 subscribers and she makes about $35,000 a month from sharing her own products in a very specific niche. Now, if this is something interesting to you and you want to learn on how to generate more income, even if you have a small following, I recently made a video about that and I break down all the ways smart creators are able to make a killing, even with a small following. So if you want to see that video, you can click here and I will see you there.